It always freaks me out. But the USS Nightmare, again, opening this Friday. Now we're mic'd up. So let's talk about, again, starting in March, you said, is when you begin your preparations.
Well, yeah, I think in November, as we're shutting down the show from the previous year, what worked and what didn't, we started talking about what rooms we're going to change.
Sure.
We got a creative staff that starts then. In March, we go to a convention, we get all the newest technology, and then we spend the summer putting it all together. And we work up to the last minute.
What are the extra challenges of the fact that you're on a boat?
Right.
Yeah. I mean, some of the spaces are going to be a little, smaller, and does that enhance
Things are
the
rocking
experience?
back and forth. That enhances the experience for me in a scary way.
You're over top the water.
Yeah.
There's waves. There's weather you have to concern. I'm a riverboat captain. I've been on the river all my life, so it's secondhand for me. But,
sure.
There are some people that are freaked out about being over the water. We walk you over the water throughout the show.
Yes.
You've
Yes,
been
you
there,
do. Yeah, I know you do.
And for those people that are landlubbers, it adds an extra element. The USS Nightmare on the water really does.
Well, can you tell us a little bit about the history of the boat itself? And have you, throughout these years, ever experienced any guests that you weren't expecting that maybe perhaps inhabit the boat?
Well, let me say this. The boat was built in 1932 to work the Missouri River, to dredge it from a meandering river to a navigable river. It worked for 70 years. It was hard, grueling work. The boat got a nickname of the Death Dredge by those that were lucky enough to survive it. So many things happened in its history, and as we've done the research and we've looked back, we found a lot of the stuff. So the boat itself has a long history of dredging, which is just hard work to make the river navigable for the things. As far as special guests, if you talk to my crew, they've all had multiple experiences. Me, I've had just one. I was working deep in the bilge, pounding on the bottom of the boat to bend a piece of metal that had gotten damaged, and when I would stop, something would pound back. And it wasn't an echo. I'm like, okay, I'm not one of those people that necessarily believe in that, but when it happens to you, you have to say, okay. I looked at the guy working with me and said, you didn't hear that, and I didn't hear that, and we're not going to tell anybody we heard that. But so I'm not really sure what it was. I think it may have been one of my other crew members messing with me, but it's unexplained today.
Now, is it true? I've got a number here that says 15% of people, which to me seems like a lot, 15% don't make it through all the way and abandon ship.
Bob, if I told you the number of people that get to the front door and have to turn around, it is unbelievable.
I might be one of those.
They've gone by the ticket booth, they've stood in line for an hour and a half. They get to the front door, they hear the noises inside, the screams from the people in front of them, and they bow out. And I'm not talking just the kids.
Sure.
I mean, it's a special badge of honor when it's somebody like 18, 22, 24, 30 years old. The crew really enjoys that. But yeah, the number of people is surprisingly, they get into it and the adrenaline just overwhelms them.
Yeah. Well, if people want that adrenaline, how do they get tickets?
Well, the best way is to go to ussnightmare.com. You can see all the dates and all the prices, all the availabilities. I'd recommend at least exploring what the RIP experience is if you really like the extra touches.
The RIP.
And you can buy the tickets online.
Okay. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Summer ween.
It's not the first unusual ween that we have celebrated. Shablip!
Oh my gosh, you did that freehand?
I did. I'm juicing on myself.
Not something you hear every day on the TV.